A really good story of empowering an individual showed up in my grade 11 leadership class a couple years ago. I do this process called digital storytelling, where they would review their personal story, put it into video, and this young woman came up to me and said, I've got a very important story that I need to tell. And the story turned out to be a story of sexual abuse. She was abused by a family member from the ages of, I think, 4 to 16. Like her whole childhood had been taken away from her. And she decided that she wanted to speak at a mental health community forum that we were hosting at our school. When she spoke at the forum, you could hear a pin drop. It was very powerful. You had 500 people there of all ages, and a lot of them were grade 12s, were her peers, and they had no idea that this was her story, had no clue about this. And I found that to be one of the most transformative moments ever in this high school, was that her story was facilitated to get out there, because it's one of the least talked about stories. It's the type of story we usually re-victimize people, and I know for herself, this was validation, this was empowerment, this was giving voice to a story we don't talk about at all in society. And that was a big moment there, to see how when you create an opportunity for very powerful stories, necessary stories, stories that speak to the core of this person's history and to their trauma, these are big moments of healing, and also give voice to everybody else inside of that room to recognize, there are things that we don't talk about that perhaps we should. I know that was a big leapfrogging moment for her, and so I see the value then of empowerment. Though I think about it on those lines. If you believe in any way that society has paradigms that need to be shifted, that we need to move forward, then we need to empower those who are most shunned, that are most pushed off to the side. We need to give them the microphone and let them speak. I think that's the necessary things, right, for social change and social action. These are necessary things to do.